Alright guys, let the boy here talk like some kind of old man from the south. Although I ain't never been there. I'm kinda turned African American, but I don't know what you're talking about, boy. I'm sorry, I don't know if that was offensive or completely pointless. I don't think it's offensive. I don't think anything's offensive. Except maybe pickets. Anyway, we're here on the disgusting planet of Aurelia, this dirt-filled shithole. And I think there's 3 missions we have on this one, so we might be going for quite a while here. We'll go with this dude.
It's him, Skid McMarks.
That man from the infobot.
In the flesh, little dude. You guys get a load of that epic
That shirt is
space battle
totally
I was in?
psychedelic, man.
Screaming for help.
Like,
That was like a
I don't know
wild
how
ride.
much
My agent and I
dirt
got
you
ambushed
have
on the way to
and that
hoverboard
orange
practice.
thing around your
Didn't
neck,
survive the crash, sir.
but it is more than
he's
enough to
okay,
suffice you into
but
the
I've had a
cosmos.
little trouble getting back to my ship due to my sprained ankle.
Oh, come on.
Your ship
If you can
that's
take out all the sand
right
sharks, I just
behind.
might have
Oh,
a
that's the
spare
escape pod.
hoverboard for you.
We'd love to help you, Mr. McMarks, but Ratchet and I need to find
Does he even
Captain-
have ankles?
One of your boards?
Doesn't look like it.
I've always wanted a decent hoverboard. Well, alright. You just keep that foot elevated.
These ankles are practically non-existent, man. Look, good. Well, no wonder you fucked. Your feet are in the ground. Fucking hippies. Anyway. Let's burn us some sand sharks. Oh, that's right. These you have to burn the spawners first. I remember playing this game for like the first time as a kid, and I would burn the sharks forever, and the number would always go back up. Like, what's going on? Why aren't they dying? Ah! I used to get very angry at games very quickly. I think once I was playing, I think it was might have been Killzone 2 when that first came out. I was getting my ass beaten, and you know what happens? Like, you play a game, and you go kind of well at it. You're doing pretty well. You're not beasting, but you're doing pretty well. You go, yeah, I'm doing pretty well. I'm going to keep playing, and you slowly get worse. And at first it's like, yeah, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to overreact. Overreact. Then like 10 minutes later, you're just swearing at the screen. Go, what the fuck? That never hit me, man. What the fuck? Headshot bullshit. I'll show you first, motherfucker. What you talking about? Oh, that's crap. Why'd that hit me? That didn't hit me. That was nowhere near me. And you just start yelling at the TV. And that's at that point, you should really turn the thing off. But you don't, because you're sucked in. You want to redeem yourself. You want to get better, but it's not. You're on a downward slope. It's not going to go back up. After that point, you have to recharge. You know? It's just silly. I used to do that heaps. I don't do it much anymore. I think I'm beyond that. It's just a little bit pointless. Still 39 of them left, far out. I hope I get through all this in time. I've got 40 minutes though, spare on the disc. The problem with this is, because as I said, I'm using my DVD recorder to record these, and when I first got it, I got a pack of 5 rewritable discs, which is basically like an erasable disc. It's basically like a flash drive in disc form. I can blank the disc once I've copied everything onto the computer and use it again. And it was really, really handy because I didn't have to buy new discs every time I wanted to record something, you know. Because I didn't want permanent archives of everything I'd recorded. That was for YouTube, you know. YouTube would do a good enough job of keeping everything. You might have heard some... That's just me tapping my nose. Because it's cheap. But yeah, the discs, the rewritable discs were really good because I didn't have to go out and buy new discs. But because they're like 4 or 5 years old, and I've used the shit out of them. Because back in the day, you know, I used to record like entire game walkthroughs on them and stuff. Like I recorded all the Little Big Planet, Ace talkthroughs on them, the Little Big Planet multiplayer prize bubbles on them. I recorded the entire Ratchet Clank in time walkthrough on it.
Well, I got a bail.
and the discs were just worn out and they're scratched, and only one of the discs I have, the rewritable discs, even works, and the DVD recorder won't reinitialize it. Reinitializing it is basically blanking it out again. Until you do that, you can't use the disc again. And it won't reinitialize, and all the other discs can't even be read, so I'm basically running off. Thankfully I've got like this huge packet of non-rewritable discs, so I can just use them for now. Pretty big box, so I won't run out anytime soon, but I do want to get either A, my computer fixed so I can use the capture hardware and get not only less disc using video, but better quality video, but also so I don't have to go through a million discs. I don't use discs that often. Like, I can't remember the last time I used a disc for anything other than installing Windows 7 on my desktop. My laptop doesn't even have a disk drive on it. And to be honest, I couldn't give a shit. As a matter of fact, the only time I give a shit is now, because I have to use the desktop to get the data off the disk, and then I have to transfer it over, which is a pain in the ass because my thumb drive is only 2 gigs and the disk is 4.7 gigs. So basically, my life sucks at the moment. Everything I have is broken. So weird, I don't treat my things like shit, and yet they still work. It's just ridiculous. Like, I don't throw my things around. Worst thing I treat, the one thing I do treat pretty badly is headphones and earphones. Don't treat them properly at all. I don't give them the respect they deserve. You got to respect your headphones. And it's not the speakers, it's always the cable. Because what happens is, like, as I said, I've been going to work lately and I've been taking my iPod. And I remember for a few days I was sitting there doing like really menial tasks where I didn't have to talk to anyone else, so I just thought, oh, well, I'll bring the iPod in and listen to music while I'm doing it. And my headphones, you know how you get like 2 types of plugs. You get the plug that comes straight out and the plug that takes a 90-degree turn. It like bends 90 degrees in one direction. Those are the better plugs because the ones that stick straight out, because I was wearing like jeans most of the time. This is the wrong way to go. I was wearing jeans most of the time, as I said, and the iPod was in my pocket, and the cord was coming out of my jeans pocket. And jeans aren't very flexible. They're, you know, the denim. They're not very flexible at all. And the denim was crushing the cable, and it was bending it in a certain way. And it was basically crushing the innards of the wiring inside the sheet. And you can't fix that. And what basically happens, it's a slow process. Like one day you'll sort of be listening to it and it'll work as normal. Then all of a sudden, one of the speakers will start cutting out or sounding funny. And you're like, oh, that's a bit weird. But you'll bend it a certain way, and it'll work again. Then it'll happen again the next day and the day after that. And slowly but surely that speaker starts cutting out more and more and more. So you start bending it more and more and more to compensate. And then lo and behold, you're bending it every which way and it just doesn't work anymore. It just doesn't matter which way you bend it, you can't get both speakers to work properly with clarity. You just can't do it. And that's the worst thing about it. It just sucks. The headphones work perfectly fine. It's the wiring on the headphones that's completely screwed. It's like, I'd rather just buy a new fucking cable. Why can't you do that? Headphones had a detachable cable, I could just replace the cable, but of course I'm not going to do that because that would be, I don't know, financially viable for the consumer. Businesses don't do that. Get fucking real. I think my iPod touchscreen, I don't know if my iPod touchscreen's broken or not. It works. But what happens is, like, if it's really cold, if my hands are really cold, if the iPod's really cold usually, the touchscreen like doesn't react immediately. Like, it sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Once you press it enough times, like once you get enough warmth in your thumb or the screen itself, it works perfectly fine. But I wonder, why the hell does it do that? Why does it not work when it's cold? Like, it's just weird. Probably be easily explainable with science. It's the kind of scientific explanation, but you know, far be it from me to understand that. I just hate it when my shit doesn't work. Hate it. Whoa, boy. I'm gonna wonder with all these enemies, like, why do they stop attacking? What's the reasoning behind that? Once again, 3 hits. 3 hits to kill this armored mech thing. Begs the question, why? It's crazy shit. Oh boy. Oh, whoa, whoa. Yeah, a bit late, Exterminator guy. What the fuck do they have these for? I'm doing a better job than all of them. Like, they're not really very skilled workers. I don't know. Ooh. Well, this is easy. Fuck it, kill both of them. Not like I got here it's not like I got here after them or anything. Like, I mean, it's quite clearly their natural habitat. Isn't that what I'm supposed to do with the natural inhabitants? Kill them? That's what the British did. I'm pretty sure that's what I'm supposed to do, because I'm white and stuff.
No signal whatsoever.
Didn't think there'd be 2 escape pods. That's a bit ridiculous for a spaceship that fucking small.
Don't make so literal, son. The problem is I'm stranded on this backwater planet and my star client is nowhere to be found.
Hey, we saw you on that info bot. You're Skid's agent.
Was Skid's agent. Haven't seen him since our ship crashed. And an agent without a client is like a flea without a dog. Say, you look like an athletic kid. If you can bring back the championship prize from the Blackwater City,
That smile.
I'll make you my next star.
We have no time for
I don't know why, that just reminds me of the cartoony kind of
I could
N64
be the
style
next
graphics.
Skid McMarks.
Guess I'll have to go to Blackwater City to get that. Ah, we can't walk up these because I don't have the magnet boots. Magnet boots? Magnetic... What are they called, damn it? My alias is Ratchet, so I should know this. Damn, I'm failing my name. Magnet... It's Magnet something. God damn it. We'll find out eventually, but oh, I hate that. You know when you know a word or the name of something and it's on the tip of your tongue and you cannot think of it? You're like, what it is? I know it, but why can't I say it? I know it. I know what it is, but you know, and then you go into this depressing my vocabulary sucks stage. That happens to me so often. Like, it's like they have a Wikipedia page on it and everything. It's not like it's just me. And then you begin to question if the word even exists. Like, if you made the word up, you start doing all kinds of crazy shit. Like, you seriously go insane just thinking of a word. Oh crap. I suck. I'm doing horribly today. You gotta admit, that is a really cool transport though. It's a little cocoon thing. Electro cocoon. That is just... That's one of the things like you only get with like AAA designers like Rareware and Insomniac and you know Nintendo sometimes. It's just innovative stuff like that. It's just little details like that make it worth watching. I think today for the Do I have enough money? Yeah, I'll save it. I think that should be it for today. Next, we shall head off to Eudora, or Eudoria, or whatever it's... What is it? Eudora. We're going. Right now.